What if I told you that the secrets of ancient Greece and Persia and India might have vanished from our world, if not for the libraries of the Islamic Golden Age? Today we're diving deep into the hidden gems of history, and these aren't your ordinary relics of the past. These are the stories of Baghdad and Cairo, where ancient texts found new life, laying the groundwork for the scientific marvels we enjoy today. How they wanted to study and understand the works of ancient Greece, India, and Persia? And wouldn't you know it, thanks to the House of Wisdom, they made it happen. Well, you name it, they probably had it. The Islamic Golden Age was a testament to the power of knowledge. During this era, Muslim scholars made remarkable contributions to fields like astronomy, medicine, and mathematics. As the Islamic world grappled with its challenges, works from the House of Wisdom and other libraries found their way to Europe through translations in Spain and Sicily. It was a cultural exchange that bridged continents and ignited a spark that would change the course of history. We've uncovered the stories of Baghdad, Córdoba, and Cairo, where ancient knowledge found new life and where the seeds of scientific progress were sown. Now, as we step back into the present, let's carry the lessons of the past with us. Just as these libraries defied the odds and preserved countless works of genius, we too can champion the cause of knowledge and understanding. So let's ask ourselves, what wisdom are we preserving or losing today? Your answer might just shape the legacy that future generations will inherit. In Europe, scholars eagerly pored over these translated works, eager to absorb the knowledge contained within. It was like uncovering a hidden treasure chest filled with the wonders of the ancient world. And so began the European Renaissance, a rebirth of learning and culture that drew heavily from the legacy of the Islamic Golden Age. They built observatories, developed innovative medical treatments, and introduced groundbreaking mathematical concepts. It was a golden era indeed, but alas, nothing lasts forever. The works preserved and popularized during the Islamic Golden Age laid the groundwork for many scientific and mathematical advancements. From the development of sophisticated instruments to the progress in medical understanding, echoes of that era can still be heard in our world today. Think about it. The very foundations of modern science and medicine were nurtured in the gardens of knowledge created by those visionary Muslim scholars. It's a legacy that transcends time and borders. The House of Wisdom and other similar institutions faced their share of challenges. Political turmoil and shifting sands of power took their toll. If you've enjoyed this adventure, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and leave a comment below with your thoughts. Together, let's keep the flame of knowledge burning bright. Until next time, stay curious, keep exploring, and remember, in the grand tapestry of history, every thread, no matter how small, contributes to the masterpiece. Thanks for joining me on this incredible journey. Stay curious, and I'll see you in the next video. And then came the devastating Mongol sack of Baghdad in 1258, a dark chapter that almost drowned the world in darkness. From the scientific musings of Aristotle and the medical insights of Galen to the mathematical brilliance of Euclid, the library shelves were lined with the works of ancient Greece, but their interest didn't stop there. They reached far and wide to include the scientific and philosophical treasures of India and Persia. It was like having a cosmic buffet of ideas. Now, how did these works fare in the House of Wisdom? They were treated like royalty. Scholars carefully copied and preserved them, ensuring that these ancient voices wouldn't be silenced. Plus, they took it a step further by translating these texts into Arabic, opening the doors to a whole new audience. Imagine stumbling upon a dusty old book and realizing that it holds the key to a forgotten world. That's the magic of the House of Wisdom. It was a place where the whispers of the past came to life, and where the seeds of scientific progress were sown. How did they do it? Through translation. Scholars would pore over ancient texts, deciphering the languages and sharing their findings. Imagine sitting in a room filled with the echoes of ancient wisdom, the murmur of multiple languages, and the scratching of quills on parchment. The Mongols under Hulagu Khan descended on Baghdad, leaving a trail of destruction in their wake. The House of Wisdom and its vast collection suffered a fate worse than neglect. Books were torn, knowledge was scattered, and countless works were lost to the ravages of war. It was a tragedy that shook the foundations of the Islamic world and sent ripples across the globe. Imagine the sight of ancient texts being tossed aside, their pages fluttering in the wind like wounded birds. It's a haunting image that makes us appreciate the fragility of knowledge. The Mongol invasion was a turning point. It marked the beginning of the end for Baghdad and the Golden Age that once flourished within its walls. Other centers of learning like Córdoba, Cairo, and Damascus faced their own battles, not necessarily against foreign invaders, but due to internal conflicts and political shifts. It was a gradual decline that saw the shine of the Golden Age fade into the hues of twilight. That was the House of Wisdom for you. All right, let's turn back the clock and uncover the treasures waiting for us. Picture this. It's the 8th century, and the stage is set for the Islamic Golden Age. A period when Muslim scholars were making groundbreaking discoveries from Spain to Persia. Our spotlight today is Baghdad, the cosmopolitan capital of the Abbasid Caliphate. It was here that scholars of all backgrounds came together in the House of Wisdom, also known as Dar al-Hekmah, founded by Caliph al-Mamun in the 9th century. It wasn't just a place, it was a beacon for knowledge. Al-Munay had a vision, an urge to gather the world's wisdom and make it accessible to all. His dream was simple: create a space where minds could meet, where ideas could flourish, and where translations became the key to unlocking ancient secrets. But what exactly sparked this thirst for knowledge? Well, the Abbasids weren't just patrons of learning, they were active participants. Now let's talk about the real treasure trove, the collection itself. It wasn't confined to one building, but spread across Baghdad like a spiderweb of knowledge. Centers of learning popped up everywhere, each with its own unique charm and contribution. One such gem was the library at the Round Tower of Baghdad. Legend has it that the Caliph commissioned it to be built to store his personal collection of books. Talk about a lofty idea. This library wasn't just for show. It was a hub for scholars who delved into the depths of ancient texts. Another noteworthy spot was the library at the Caliph's palace. Here the atmosphere was more intimate, with the Caliph often joining scholars for discussions and debates. Imagine sipping coffee with a side of philosophy and science. It must have been quite the gathering. Then there was the library at the Hospital of Al-Mansur. It sounds like the perfect place to unwind after a long day of healing the sick. Scholars and physicians would come together to explore the mysteries of the body and the universe. Each library had its own character, but they all shared one common goal: to preserve and spread knowledge. So what kind of ancient texts did they focus on? And guess what? Their efforts didn't go unnoticed. Hold on tight, because it's about to get dramatic. Yet amidst the fading light, there was a flicker of hope. Now let us fast forward to today and take a moment to marvel at the impact of these ancient libraries. We've journeyed through time to explore the hidden gems of history, the Islamic libraries of the Golden Age. And with that thought-provoking note, our journey through time comes to an end.